What is blue?
What is blue?
An emotion.
Just in general,
a
what
color.
is blue?
What is blue?
The name.
And why did we only have a name for it relatively late in humanities?
Because it's an artificial color. Like the cerulean, like blue, is an artificial blue.
But not in nature, though.
I mean, yeah, but that's it. It was.
They were just calling it black back in the day. I don't understand.
I mean, topaz.
Topaz?
Isn't that kind of bluish?
Lapis lazuli?
No.
Cyan?
Topaz is yellow.
What am I thinking? What is that like in New Mexico and Arizona? Those blue
turquoise?
Is that?
That's turquoise.
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 It's like a blue-green.
It's like a sky blue. I guess it's.
If you say turquoise 3 times, a ghost pops up.
Turquoise. Turquoise.
Oh my gosh. Why are there so many different colored topazes?
I don't know.
Sorry. Anyways.
Topaz.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
Today we have David Puga.
David.
We're talking about 2 projects today.
David, what you doing? I like your haircut.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel bad because I buzzed everything off last week because I got overheated. I had a mohawk and like a nice beard.
Really?
Now I'm rebuilding. I was like, it's just one of those random days where I'm like, I'm so hot right now. I need all this off of me.
And then you just buzz it off.
It was that.
I've been loving my long hair.
It's hot now. Yeah, I don't know how I used to have long hair when I was younger. And I can't.
When was that?
It doesn't matter. Ever. It doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter, right? Long hair, short hair, it's all going to be hot. So either it's hot and on my face, or it's hot and on my face. Like it's the same.
I've got such thick hair. It's like a mop. That I'm just like, I gotta,
Yeah, mine's thinning out. My mom said, "My poor baby," and I was like, "Okay."
Are you not on that side of TikTok?
Like,
There's like, just grab some rosemary oil.
Rosemary oil.
Rosemary oil.
Just rub some dirt on it. It'll grow back.
Stimulate
Something will grow.
the hair follicles.
How do I do that? Hey, we're gonna go outside for an activity for a run.
Now I know what fucking weird ass sounds I make. Now that I can hear myself in my ears.
In the ears.
In the ears.
In the ears.
Dear listener, I'm so happy you're here because this is nothing but chaos already.
In your head.
In
I think it's
my
fine.
head.
I think this is perfectly nice and wonderful. Let's get back to the guest.
Hey,
Our
David.
David,
what you been doing?
Our beautiful baby boy.
Our baby boy.
Oh, look at baby boy David. We love you.
The oldest person here right now. I don't know what's happening.
Aw, he thinks he's a grown-up.
David, the setup is sweet, though. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is new, right? I haven't been that bad of a friend.
I think they
kind of. New lights and
It's
stuff
new.
like that. Yeah.
It feels new.
And I found this thing that I never use, and I put it up for decoration now.
What is the P? What's attached to the P? Because it's just right above you.
It's just that.
What does it say?
Is it just a P?
Is it just
It's
a P?
just a P. Yeah.
For
I guess your last
Puga.
name is Puga.
We're popular.
Or
No.
punk ass
pasta.
bitch.
Whoa. This is the energy we've brought to the studio.
Bye.
I forgive you. I forgive you. I have forgiveness in my heart.
Oh, I'm surprised. We're hot and bothered. Hey, y'all, dear listener, do you want some absolutely has nothing to do with like anybody here except for David T? On this bullshit.
I'm now part of the listening crew at this point.
No, because the Louise Underwood Hopkins Center of the Arts just lost $30,000 of funding.
Is that what it is?
Louise Underwood Hopkins, yeah. Luca.
Man.
$30,000. That's not a lot, though. Like, let's be real. Not that much money.
It's not a lot, but it's also a lot to have none of that, you know?
David, do you know anything about that? Did they lose that funding? Did they already have it, or were they trying to get it to begin with?
So it's from a grant that we have in the city, I think, from all the taxes we get from hotels and motels and stuff like that. And that was kind of divvied up to a bunch of places, and we got a new council. I don't know, we were waiting for them to do something here in town. And one of the first things was they decided to go after LGBTQ art and decided Luca was going to be the poster child for their new vendetta, if you will. So they just took away $30,000 in funding, which went straight to Art Trail that we have in town, which means it's going to be underfunded now. I think people are trying to raise money for it, but yeah. And it's not a surprise because the new mayor really did make it known he doesn't like sexualized things in town. So
You have a whole college campus on town.
You have a whole college campus. I mean, okay, so then the question then is like, what is spaces? So I understand like not wanting your children around like sexualized things. I'm down. Yes, let's keep the children away from like inappropriate sexualized things. However,
no romances ever.
No romances. Asexual everybody. Sure. No, but for
Love
real. But like there has to be some responsibility of allowing your children in spaces with adults and like understanding for like, okay, so even going to a convention, right? We go to a fan expo, we go to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be people that are dressed what we would call not business, right? Not business. I don't want to say inappropriate because it's not inappropriate. It's just they're
not business appropriate.
They're
attire.
not business appropriate attire.
They're not double like breasted suit with the pockets or
they may be double breasted, but they're not in a suit.
Damn
right?
It. Shoulder is showing.
There's at least an ankle. Do you
no total recall?
Do you as an adult like avoid those places, or are you just aware? Like, I would say if I was a parent and I was inhabiting those spaces, I would not be like, oh my God, my child is now exposed to some ankle. I would make sure that I'm aware of what's going on around me. And like, if I see some ankle showing, like I steer my child away the opposite direction. Like I'm not trying to put them into sexual situations. So, you know, if you are going to a drag event and the drag event is not specifically listed as child friendly, maybe we don't go. Maybe you just don't bring your child. If you don't want to bring your child.
Here's the thing, though. It's not even a drag event.
It's not.
Is cited.
No. Yes. They cited in their reasoning for cutting the funding that they don't want drag performers in Lubbock. But like, okay, sure.
You have a whole college.
You have a whole college town. Yeah, no. There's not a brothel at the top of fucking anything in that town. I guess I'm not going to label hotels that had, you know, college girls or whatever, doing whatever.
I mean, there is a rumor that the upper elite here in town really like to get around and upside down pineapple. So
that's fine. But once again, you're not inviting your children.
Same
to
people
it.
passing these though. It seems like.
Oh my God.
Which is so wild to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
None for you, all for me. Ha 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 ha.
But
$30,000
down the drain, or I guess going.
And
to
that goes
else
to like security.
Yeah.
It goes to
the trolley.
all the little things that make an art trail happy. Yeah, the trolley, everything else. So it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a big hit to stuff. I mean, a lot of people have come together and started raising money for it now to kind of match that up. But like our taxes should be going to that too. Like that. This is, you know, it brings revenue into town and it helps small people who are vending there make money to do things. And it's just for such a business first town, it's such a weird
weird thing to
nakedly
take
partisan thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Good job, Lubbock. You're doing great.
I always say that because I've seen a lot of people talking about Lubbock, and it's not. It's just the rich, moneyed interests who like to yell, who are doing all this stuff. Because Lubbock is the Luca, it is the art show. It's all the people in there. It's the drag shows. That's Lubbock. It's just these fucking, I don't know, people who say they're not doing stuff they're for lobbies, big lobbies. I'm like, you're going towards a certain lobby. It's called MAGA. Whatever.
It's fine.
Am I allowed to say that on this? Yeah.
Nope, that's the one word you're not allowed
and
to
isn't
say
it just
here.
the first thing?
No, you're fine.
The
No, I
L word?
agree with you. And I saw the blooming art population that was happening before we moved away, which was amazing. I love all my artist friends who suck it up and stay in Lubbock. But especially in comparison to something like Dallas, like, there's no support in Lubbock where there definitely, like, could be more. Like, the people shouldn't be supporting necessarily more so Luca, right? Assuming you already pay taxes, the taxes are going to go to making sure that Lubbock is a good place. But, like,
Economic development.
yeah, but, like, the money that what are the hotels going to do with that money? Nothing. They got to pay for it. They got to spend it. It's going to go to the
School vouchers. That's what they're going to spend it
Wow,
on.
shut the fuck up. Don't. It's school voucher season.
What the
Like,
fuck
I
is
don't-
vouchers?
That's a whole other branch
Oh
of
my
this
God.
bullshit.
Oh my god.
Adrian.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I'm rather
okay.
than no.
It's okay. The too long didn't read of it is school vouchers are given to people who are interested in taking their children out of public school, helping them afford either charter or private school. And so they're basically like scholarships, but the scholarships are government money. It's government money going to people who are going to take their kids to charter and private schools. Now, not an issue until you start talking about the population is recorded on like the 15th day at school in public schools. And then after that 15th day of school, that whatever funding goes towards those children, that's it. Like, that's what they get. That's what schools, like, that's the number that you know, we're basing the rest of the year off of. So
Right.
if I have my art budget, I get, I think, like $6 a student. I might get more than that, but whatever. I get $6 a student on the 15th day of school. However many students I have, that's my art budget. Now, one thing we know about charter schools and private schools is they get their choices of students. So if I have a student who is misbehaving, who is not following directions, who then gets removed or does not have the opportunity to be at that charter or private school anymore, where are they going to go?
Public schools.
They're going to go back to
That
their
sounds like-
neighborhood school.
But that feels
I mean,
like
it's
if that
segregation.
moves,
That's what it
then
is.
the funding should come to you. That's like a systematic thing that's just fucking broken as a general idea of like, you got a new student, deal with it. What the
Hi,
fuck is up
welcome
with
to the public
like,
education.
God damn. It's like you know, like when you make a game, you're like, oh, I didn't foresee that. You know, here's the ruling. Instead they said, oh, deal with it. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but did they not see it? That's the question,
They
right?
definitely saw it.
Did Hot Wheels not
They don't
see that?
care.
No, but he also gets kickbacks from the private schools.
Hate that.
In practice, though, it'll also end up segregating people again. I mean, it's just, that's the long game here also.
Right. Because there's no long-term goal either. So how long are you going to be getting those vouchers? Are you going to a school in which you can afford eventually, or are you going to a school in which you are never going to be able to afford. So if you lose the voucher, or if you cannot keep renewing that voucher, or you don't get a scholarship, then you're back in the same pot that you were to begin with.
There's no buses that lead people to those schools. Hey, how are you going to get there? Now you're truant. Now you're going to get kicked out, and you go, same thing that Alex just said. So it's a weird, stuff's weird.
Fucking hell.
It's cool. So yeah, David,
It's such a
your
joy
new
to have on the
EP.
show.
I
Let's
love
talk
politics.
about your EP.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've come on the show 3 times now,
You had a double
And-
header, double feature.
Yeah.
One.
and I never talk about like the stuff that I actually do, sound and things like that. Really,
Yeah, tell them about you as a person. What do you do for those who are new to the podcast?
I'm sad a lot. I cry sometimes.
Hey, you're in good company.
Oh, you mean like professionally? Yeah, I'm an
No,
audio
professionally,
engineer.
I cry. Professionally.
Professionally, we cry
I mean,
on
that
this
is part of-
podcast.
That is part of also, I think, every kind of industry where you got to do things for clients. So yeah, that is one of my jobs. In general, yeah, I do audio engineering. I dabble in hobbyist art. I say that, but like I've sold art and been in galleries before, but it feels weird to say I'm an artist that way. I don't know. I do audio. I do sound. I've edited podcasts. I've made media for video games and smaller TV shows that never came out. I've done a lot of cool stuff. And one of the things I had never got hired for, like I've done music for y'all. I've done the 2 theme songs, which I'm still partial to the old one I did because, I don't know, I really like that one.
I like that one
But-
too.
So I've never been hired to do like I have little, songs here and there, but not like a dark fantasy soundtrack thing, which I always wanted to do. And so I decided to do something like that you could use as like TTRPG background stuff. Nobody hired me for a video game like this, so let's go to the video game of the mind. Why not? Anything to justify me taking time out to do this for myself. So which is what I did. So I made it doable. Like it's just 4 tracks. Because I didn't want to get bogged down by like, oh, I need to make this full album.
It has to have
like
a
that.
thesis.
Yeah. And I get to tell a little tiny story with it too, like a little module, if you will, for yeah, it's been really cool. It's been a good full circle because one of the things that got me into wanting to make music was when I was little. I played Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, and then Turok 2 and Turok
Throws me
3.
back.
God damn.
Yeah, and I loved the music in those things. And I was like, I want to do stuff like this. And I think I've kind of gotten to a place finally where I have done that kind of thing. And that's been pretty weird to feel like this 25 years later. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it's been fun doing this. It's been all the stuff we're talking about. It's been a good like unplug from all of it and doing something just for me that makes me happy, which is ultimately what this is. I don't know if this is going to be, if people are going to listen to this or anything, but it was fun and it's nice to do something for yourself. And yeah,
What made you
happy about
decide to do that then? Like it took you a while. What was like the thing that in your head that said, this is why I'm going to step away from the things that, the other things in my life and start to do this one thing that's going to make me happy or like I'm going to enjoy.
a bunch of things, I guess. For a while when I was more gainfully employed, because it's been hard when you're doing this kind of contractor type work, is you get hired to do stuff and you have clients tell you to do things. You can be really excited about something for a little while and then that goes away pretty quick. Not y'all, never y'all, but other people.
It's us. We're the
We
worst
didn't think,
clients.
but now I'm wondering.
So we're the
I mean,
worst
it's-
client.
Number
No, like I've
2 haters.
I've been fired from stuff after doing a whole bunch of work from bosses who don't know what they want. So that's always kind of the thing too. Like you put all this work and it's good work and I own it, so I'll probably release it at some point for some other thing. But it becomes kind of soul crushing sometimes, and then you add on the pressures of the world that we live in now. You add on the pressures of being an adult, and sometimes you just kind of lose. Because art's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be a thing that you get to put yourself into. And sometimes you forget that, especially when you turn it into a job. It just becomes a job. And you can try to find happiness in it, but it's hard. And I think I just finally decided I just want to make something that's fun and see if I can even do this style of thing, because I've done little clips of stuff and I'm like, but can I make a big bombastic boss theme? I don't know. Sure. I kind of think I did it.
I think you did it. I think you did it. Did I turn down Hades while I was like listening to it? Yes. Yes, I did.
Good.
I know.
That's okay. Wow. And they're not even mastered.
No, they're just like, there's there. But you can hear. I mean, like, okay, so when we start talking about music that is used for video games or used for TTRPGs, right? It's not music that should take you away from anything. It's music that more or less should fade into the background, but like still, because our brains are like connected so deeply with music, maybe you don't hear it, but you are like emotionally connected to what's happening in the music. Does that make sense? So like I
that's kind of the thesis, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what music like World of Warcraft had aside from like the beginning stuff, right? The whatever, I don't know, Halo 2. But like,
how dare you? Everybody knows the Halo main theme.
I got the
like,
freaking whole album on my iPod Nano.
I'm gonna start singing right now.
I'm so sorry. My hot take right now. But it's not like music that was playing all the time. That note is not there the whole. You're not listening to the singers the entire time you are playing that game. That is not what's going on. And that's what I mean. That sometimes that background music is just like a vibe. And it helps your brain get into that vibe while you're playing the video game, but doesn't take you away from the everything that's going on. It just like perfectly mixes together. I used to use video game music to study because then I couldn't focus on, I was so used to hearing that music and like focusing in on whatever task I had to do on my game. So like, that's what I meant.
That sounds like my ADHD stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But like, what I was trying to say was good. Like it was at that same level, but I have these two jokers.
No, I understood it because I have some of the adaged myself. So yeah, I've been told I make music for people with ADHD.
You know what? Maybe that's how you just brand yourself. You're just like, I'm gonna make music to help my fellow ADHDers. That isn't that
neurodivergent people say it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. I understand everything you're saying. I think that's what I was. Yeah, like I said, I brought up Turok, and I couldn't tell you what note for note, but I remember that the way that felt fighting that boss or fighting that stage.
Yeah.
And I guess some of it's also I was disappointed with the witch theme in Baldur's Gate, so I want to do one too.
You said I want to make it better.
Yeah, because it just uses a regular battle theme. I'm like, give her own theme. What the hell?
No, not for women. Absolutely not. Not for a woman.
Maybe the second phase one later on in the game. Well, spoilers. Has a different song, but I don't remember the first one doing it. Yeah.
What's the one character in fucking Left 4 Dead? Was it also a witch? That like fucking awful, the terrible music. Oh, the one that made me literally want to die. Like I literally would hear it. And I was like, absolutely not.
I feel like that was purposeful, though.
I mean, I know that's purpose. I know, but like let
me explain to you real quick.
No, like I could feel it. It was one of those songs that you could feel like right up your spine.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah, shivers down the back.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to hit certain frequencies. You can freak people out.
Absolutely. I hate it. Thank you. No,
You're
but I do
welcome.
like your boss. I liked your boss music. I liked it all. Like, listen, this is not time wasted at all. We like I said, we turned the music off of the game I was playing. Michael and I listened to it on the couch.
That means a lot. That's really nice to hear.
No, and I like the spook.
Now
So
in
I
my
like
head,
the,
I know. I feel like my nose is a little stuffed.
you're fine. You're fine. Like it was what you wanted to do, right? You wanted to share it, and I do like the tunnels. Actually, no. You know what I do really enjoy? I like that all of these blend together. Like I liked that you could find the fairy circles within the forest guide. I like that it literally flows into each other. I don't know if that was the point. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but for me the vibe is all the same.
Yeah, I mean, so I haven't played D&D or any tabletop in a while. It's been hard to find a game. Last game I played was Call of Cthulhu. But I haven't played anything in a while, and I've been thinking about when you don't play anything, you're like, well, if nobody's having a game, maybe I should just learn how to DM. So this is kind of me also kind of testing out. Can I tell a story? Can I do a little one shot? And also, I made the tracks so you don't have to use them all together. You can just, mix it with some Ocarina of Time, fucking Lost Woods. The first track I have, which is there's 4 tracks, I guess I should say, because you brought some of it up, and it's kind of I started off in the Enchanted Forest kind of fairy thing, leads to some kind of just battle theme because I wanted to have something that if you're doing that biome, you have a battle theme for that, and then maybe it leads into tunnels after you go into the fairy circle. I don't know, and then there's maybe it's a bug boss. Who knows, and that's kind of. It's almost also video gamey, I guess. You stage boss. And that was kind of the idea. So yeah, I mean you hit it right on the head, Alex. I'm glad it was there.
I hit it on like I said,
Unlike somebody who
hit
didn't
it on
listen.
Adrian. I really thought I'd be the one that wouldn't listen. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this to David. I'm not gonna do this to David.
Adrian heard a couple of early versions of all this stuff.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I've heard her. I've done that. I've listened to David's music.
I got the original.
Actually, I listened to
sounds.
David's music before it was at this stage. So, some would say I'm an early fan.
Oh. No, and I think you should release all of it. I think you should just keep writing different biome music. I think you gotta. There's a thing there. I really do think there's a thing there, and I'm not just saying that to be nice and your friend and whatever, but legitimately.
I am, besides
but
that.
I am also that, but also I think it's really cool.
I'm glad. I mean, that's the plan. Is if I can get inspiration and more stuff later on, more things. I'm looking at it as to get this out and see what happens though.
Yeah, do it.
When will this be out?
I'm thinking it's going to be out on Bandcamp August 15, I think. My Bandcamp, which is DavidLPuga at bandcamp.com, I think. I don't know. I haven't used it in a while. It's the first time I want to use it. Because I don't know when I send it to distributors when they put stuff up on Spotify or whatever.
Okay.
They kind of do what they want to do.
Right.
But August 15th is when I'm hoping to release it fully.
Hell yeah.
By the end of the month at the latest.
Yes. Yeah, time of release into the month.
At some point.
Yeah. The other thing that I've been able to do with this project is interesting is the cover art. I created this character in this world a long time ago, and I haven't done anything with it. It's kind of that you have the lofty goals. I want to make a comic book, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I saw you drawing or post little videos on TikTok. There we go. There's the third line.
Yeah. Which I also have a TikTok, a retro sound system.
Yeah.
I'm not good with branding. It's all different names.
It's tough.
It's all David L Puga.
Look up David L Puga.
Or Retro Sound System on TikTok.
Yes.
Sound system.
which
Or
is the
K&D
name of my
Road
company.
Crafts.
Sure. Those are all different things, but yes. It's allowed me to go like I said, going back to that full circle thing of using something that I created years ago, and now I can use him, which is Pancake Muldoon, as a little bear pirate guy, and I'm using him as a cover, and I'm doing it, and it's weird because the things that inspired me, and I feel so mixed about this, is the AI dark fantasy bullshit on TikTok. Kind of got me to want to actually pull the trigger on all this, and I hate that. But I love those videos.
Well, it's like because
it.
of competition, right? Or was it?
It's all AI stuff, so it's like bringing a bunch of eyes to that stuff, and I'm like,
What's a bunch of AI?
But I love it.
Oh,
and it's weird.
Like the dark fantasy theme kind of stuff. Like if you get this, you're the knight.
Like the videos themselves.
Okay.
Well, no, there's like the little like, what if Adventure Time was dark fantasy? What is this dark
I
fantasy?
know what you're talking
in
about.
general.
That AI
all that whole
art
stuff. Those
I get what you're
videos,
saying.
yeah. And I love them, but I hate that I love them.
I've just started blocking them every time recently. I got a lot of other stuff I should be blocking on my page that is not healthy for me, you know? Just like, I hate this fucking video, but I'm not going to block you because I want to see what else happens in your stupid fucking whatever. It's a lot of hate. A lot of politics in my feed, to be honest, which is fine. It's catered to me. I keep watching.
They keep trying to put me on like conservative Christian TikTok, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing to be on both witch talk and conservative Christian talk.
So that praise and worship on Spotify. I bet.
It must be. It must be me listening to like Ash Nico. Just. Oh no! And Chapel Roan. It's just really gay. My Spotify is just uber gay. So if you take
I listened to Chapel Roan before she was Chapel Roan.
Wow. Oh, whoa. There we are.
Whoa.
And I'm a cis het guy, so you know.
I
was going to make a Chapel Roan reference earlier, but I didn't think you guys were going to be hip enough.
Excuse me? Them's fighting words.
I say this, Spotify's the one who put it on my For You like mix of stuff one day. I didn't find her.
No, I got her in like January.
I'm a liar.
In January.
Yeah.
I got her before she blew up.
Oh my god.
Everybody, I remember in TikTok a while back there was a video of a girl who like threw out her neck when she was a kid, didn't know it. And they took her to the doctor, and the doctor was like, hey, you kind of, sprained your neck. And it was Chapel Roan. She was just a random video in 2021.
I love that for you.
Yeah. I didn't, it came back up from another search, and I was like, what is this? Everybody in the comments was like, oh, you're that girl. This got pushed to everybody back then.
Damn.
I was like, that's so wild how stuff works. She was a star. You know what I'm just saying?
She was a star the whole time. We didn't even know it.
Sprain your neck. You grow up singing yodel. It's great.
Do you want to talk about our project, David?
Do you want to talk about our project?
Yeah,
I can interview you.
I'm sorry.
What you got going on, Adrian?
Adrian, are you working on a project?
I'm working
on hold on. Hey, everybody. How you doing, cool cats? This is Alex and David here.
Whoa.
With our guest today.
Oh.
Adrian, who is a very accomplished DM and in the D&D spaces. Adrian, let us know what you're working on. Anyway, thanks for coming by.
Okay.
That is the show today.
Yeah, so I've been dipping my fingers in proverbial pies. Okay, like I'm working.
I don't like that phrasing.
I don't either.
I like the imagery of like you put your finger in a pie and a plum comes out.
How many fingers are you putting in this pie?
One for every pie.
One for every. Which finger do you start with?
Thumb.
Do you start
You
with
start
two
with
or
your
do you start with
thumbs?
one?
Boop.
And then what's your next finger? You're just gonna down the
Well,
line.
you just go down the line at
down
that
the line.
point.
Do you have that like
Yeah.
dexterity in your like pinkies? Can you like?
I think. Hold. What do you mean? Like.
I feel like I don't know if I were. I think pinkies would have to go first, right? Because I know I can get like pinkies straight. Because then I have the. I'm gonna contaminate my ring.
Aren't you?
Guys,
haven't you been-
go to the video portion of the podcast.
Anybody watching this is gonna
What
be
do
like,
you
wow.
mean? I think that's easy. Anyways.
So thumbs.
Everybody's going, wow.
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 Wow. What those fingers do. Wow.
Ew.
You did it
Let
too.
time pass or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I've been working on something. I'm always working on something. Do I finish some of these things?
Adrian, what are you
Keep
working
getting
on?
podcasts out. I keep getting podcasts. Yeah. So I'm trying to make an anthology series, and trying to get a bunch of voice actor friends to come on and play these parts in these somewhat not connected stories. They're in the same realm, but they are not like totally next to each other. So I think it's similarly to the Magnus Archives, which really inspired me. And the reason why I wanted to do this project was because I was like, hey, I have a lot of people that are in my feed and also my friends that are trying to get into the space. And the best way to get into this voice acting space is to have something under your belt. Well, the best way to get under your belt is by creating it yourself. And I wanted to be that person for them.
Hey, that's like a theme for the episode. Do it yourself.
Do
If
it
you want to
your
see it.
fucking self. So yeah. Because I mean, this was kind of in the midst. Like I already had the idea, but I went back and I was.
I mean, you've been
re-listening-
teasing it in like episodes of this, right? I hear it all the time.
I think so. Once I edit it, it's just out of my head. It's just too much. It's so much. On to the next hour-long conversation. But yeah, I was going through all of our old episodes. I'm still stuck on. Who am I stuck on? I think I'm still stuck on Carlos Luna's episode. I think I'm almost finished. And I'm trying to get out clips so I can put it out into the internet. But until then, I want to listen to all the episodes before then, and then then I can load it up. Anyways, so the Carlos is like, fucking, you have to create the opportunity. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I need to do that. I mean, I'm doing this thing, and I have great opportunities, but I want more. So how do I get more opportunities? I got to create them. I got to make them happen. I got to connect with people and interact with people and make events happen and new projects and finish projects so that they know that I'm not just talking. I'm just going to fizzle out. But, that's just how it is. So I just got to keep moving forward and I got to keep creating. And life happens. And then I get addicted to cards and I'm back. I'm in too deep. Okay. I signed up
You in gambling? What kind of
regional
cards are you talking
It's
about?
even worse. It's
Competitions.
even worse than gambling. It's worse than gambling.
Is it
David.
magic?
It's not
It's
magic.
worse than magic.
It's One Piece. It's One Piece, everybody.
There's a card game? Of course there is. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
It's fairly new, right? It's like fairly. It's not.
2 years.
Yeah. See, David, you're not too far behind.
Anyways, calm down.
I mean, I'm not a nerd, so I'm just...
I don't care.
Nerds here.
Water. Okay, water. I wanna make something so my friends can do stuff, and I want to be there for my friends. I want to be successful so they can be successful, which means I need to post more and produce more. And the only reason I can get people to reach out is if I reach out to them and talk to them. So like I've already talked with Unbalanced Encounters Patrick Perini about it, and he's like, I don't know how much I can help you. I'm about to fucking move, and I'm like, that's cool. I just want to bounce some ideas. He's like, you got something there, but you might need some help on the writing part. I'm like, that's fine. My mind is like a fucking minefield. Like I can write shit down, but it's like the way it's written in my head, which is not a good way to write a book, is all I'm saying. That's a wild ride, okay?
Just a reminder on
Go ahead.
today with David and Alex. Mental health is really important. Remember to When you hit your limit, take a break. Drink some water.
Don't punch.
Watch a nice
somebody.
romantic movie.
Don't punch people.
Yeah. But somebody.
Even if you're sitting at a professional development in the middle of the summer for no fucking reason, and the two people keep talking and not letting you guys go on, don't punch them.
I'm very sorry, Alex. Don't punch me.
I won't punch you. It's not you two. It was literally a professional development in which two people would not shut the fuck up, so that we couldn't continue on with the slideshow.
So remember, when in doubt, folks, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
is that
Adrian.
a catchphrase, David?
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up.
Put it on shirts. Make some money. We need
What's
funding for all this stuff.
Podcast called?
Shut the fuck up.
It's where we talk.
Shut the fuck up. It's just a bunch of letters so we can get away with it.
Shut up. SHADAFAHAWP.
Edit. It's like spelled FAQ, right? Fact. But yeah, that
it's an
sounds
anthology series.
awesome. And I've gotten to work with you a little bit on some stuff.
Yes, and I haven't.
I'm one of the people who's
working writing
contacted.
stuff. But I'm also working on so many things. So many fucking things. I have scripts I'm writing for videos in the future. I'm trying. I've got things I want to do, but I don't have time because I'm always doing something else because sometimes I need some me time, so which is important, so I don't feel burnout later.
I mean, when else are you going to put fingers in pies? I don't know.
I see now why Alex doesn't like this phrase anymore.
Yeah. So you can't be burnt out, so you put your fingers in the right pies, because sometimes when you're feeling a little like down and out, you may be just shoving your hands in pies that you don't care about, or that they're not good for you.
Like haggis.
Like
Or it's
haggis.
too hot.
Or it's too hot.
You want a millionaire pie.
Or it's made of lava.
What would be a pie? That would be
Pot
made out of
pie
lava.
in the
Pot
microwave.
pie. Ugh. Well, half of it would be lava, and the other half of it would be frozen.
So, you know,
It's like Punk Hazard
best of both worlds.
from One Piece.
It's a song of fire and ice, you know?
Michael and I
Alright,
have been
but
watching
yeah.
that fucking show just so we
Which-
can talk about fucking House of Dragons.
Oh, okay.
I haven't started it.
No,
It's
okay.
there, though.
Okay.
I haven't started either.
It's the beginning. It's slow. I didn't realize we were on episode 9, and I was like, "Where the fuck has the story taken us? We just back. We've got 9 episodes of background."
Why is Doctor Who doing this? What happened?
Matt Smith won.
That's his niece.
Yee.
I had such a bad taste from Game of Thrones. I just haven't jumped in.
Oh, you
know
mean like
people
the
say it's
ending?
better.
I
Like, it
don't.
leaves
There
us-
is no
it
ending.
is-
They didn't let that show end. What's that?
Yeah.
What ending are you talking about?
How about D&D, Dan and Dan?
No,
Yeah,
I
they
take
don't-
reality as it is, and I'm pissed off.
They didn't. That show is still. They haven't finished that show.
I'm still mad
Isn't
about all for Star Wars. They got fired off anyway.
They deserve it.
I got some feelings about Star Wars too, man. Like,
Oh.
listen,
We talking about which Star Wars are we talking about?
the movies. Okay.
Oh yeah,
You did.
I have some feelings too.
You did. We got all of that. We made Finn such a big character, then you did nothing with him. Like,
We made Finn have a love interest, and then you did nothing with it
and then you did nothing with it, and then
because people were like, "No, you can't have a love interest." You
then
gross.
I'm still mad about Poe.
they did.
You have
him
a
dirty,
Latin
too.
guy, and of course he like sells drugs. You know,
I
whatever.
mean, of course, duh. He's a little whippy.
Bah, you know,
Bah.
I would have kicked him out of bed.
It's fine. No, and then you shat on Leia too. Like that. None of that is.
Oh yeah, that was
None
weird.
of that is good. Like she can fly now in space. You're just flying.
I mean, I grew up with video games. They all could fly.
Yeah, but like, that was dumb. And the position you put her in was also fucking dumb. Like, she didn't look cool doing that. Make her look cool doing that.
Oh, the.
Yeah. You could have made her hot. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, that's the problem I would think I would have. It should have looked cooler if you're going to make her do it.
Should have made her look hot. She's just like a glow of youth for like 20 seconds, just and then it disappears. Oh, what is the Force doing? Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my
give her,
god! But instead, you just made her look like a stone statue.
Give her daughter some more acting roles. I dig it.
Yeah. Do that.
I did like The Acolyte. That was pretty good.
Two in a row.
I liked it. Say it. I want to know.
It's so
Give me a hot
good.
take. Or
Don't
not
you
hot
walk
take.
away?
Oh, okay.
I have not finished. Okay, so I'm not finished. I have not.
I haven't touched it.
I have not. We're not done. We haven't watched the final, but listen, you can't set this up like an enemies to lovers and not have the girlies feeling some type of way. Okay, you've set this up, enemies to lovers. I'm so sorry. There's nothing about the Jedi that makes me want to be a Jedi. Like you gave me the hot characters as bad guys. Fucking Darth Maul, fucking hot. Okay? Count Dooku, fucking hot.
Darth Maul, really? You like the ghost from fucking Insidious? That's awesome.
Tell me,
Sits in the
thank you for
shadows.
lots of
Ah.
headphones. Tell me he's not hot. Tell me Darth Maul is not hot. Like,
Isn't it? He's not
I
hot.
don't know. CGI, he was pretty brockin', I guess.
okay. I mean, the only one is
In the
like,
cartoons.
okay, Palpatine, sure, okay, gross, ew. But like,
What about General Grievous? Okay, never mind.
it's not
Never
the General
mind.
Grievous.
Lots of pies.
There's
Lots of
so
thumbs
many
and lots of
pies
pies.
at one time. No, but like, is that a Sith? Is he just a weirdo with a bunch of lightsabers? It's Sith. Is he? I
He's
don't
just
think
a Gundam.
he's just a guy.
It's fine.
Just a dude.
He's
But
just
all
an
the-
innocent man.
I also do have a funny story that I have all those like noodles, the fidget toy
Yes.
noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Like
that what
the-
that thing
no,
you've been
no.
messing with is a fidget toy?
Oh yeah, this is a Nido ice cube, which is literally the best fidget toy in the world because it's like a Stretch Armstrong, but it goes back into this like cube shape. But I also have the noodles, and when I bought the noodles, I pulled them all out of their little like noodle container, and I like ominously stood at the top of my stairs, and like when Michael walked by, I pulled them out. And I started playing the fight music with Star Wars. And I'm General Grievous. So Michael walked by, I just like start waving.
Nice.
I'm
That's
so
awesome.
sorry.
I also like when you were reaching for it. My eyes were like, "Oh, what you reaching for?" I could see.
Better if you leaned in closer.
I got so
Yeah.
many. But yeah,
I
the
like
cup of
how
noodles.
since I was little playing Mario Kart, my brain doesn't understand how video works.
No, I agree.
That's like a eldritch monster now.
I mean, yeah, no, you like they're good. They're literally so. This is now a I don't know what you are.
Hi,
Nido?
welcome
This
to
is a-
Adrian
is-
and David's podcast where we interview
Is this
people
ASMR
and their
now?
niches.
This is
We have
Nido.
our guest Alex. Alex, welcome to the pod. Let's talk
Hi.
about your favorite things and it's
My
stress
favorite
toys.
things are Nido
toys.
stress toys. Boy, howdy, let me tell you. I got here the Nido noodles. I got the Nido ice cube. And I got another squishy, which I don't know the name of, but it's got little, like, unicorn skin in it. So,
Skin?
You know what that cube looked like?
it's a cube. Oh, at
It
the
looks
bottom,
like
it does
a-
like a boob.
I was gonna say it looks like a slime from D&D.
Wow.
It sure does look like a gelatinous cube. Yeah, but it also kind
Hi,
of looks like
welcome to Dungeons and Degrees. My name's Adrian.
and I'm a
And
gelatinous
Hi,
cube.
guys.
we came full circle with the Dungeons and Degrees reference, or Dungeons and Dragons reference.
But I
We
like
did
those
it,
little
folks.
toys. Those are awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna put them away.
Are you working on anything right now,
Yeah,
Alex?
are you working on?
We got to
anything
talk
else?
about stuff. How about you?
Oh, I know
Hey,
what
Alex,
you're working on.
let us know what you got going on.
I'm working on
This camera.
Whoa. What am I working on? I'm working on a campaign for school. They're going through an adventuring academy. I'm short-sighted. Honestly, right now, it's like what's coming up.
Astigmatism. Yeah, that's real rough.
I mean, that's true, yeah, that too. But also, like, I feel like I've been really short-sighted on, like, what's coming up next. Because we have Gen Con coming up, Adrian and I kind of went into full planning mode, and then my ADHD was like, oh, we need to get this all done right now, or we're not going to get it done at all.
Well, yeah, because like it's a little like Tuesday where I'm leaving. I'll be in Indiana at like Tuesday at Tuesday at midnight. I'll be there.
Yeah, it's next week. So, it's been like doing
All hands on deck.
doing things like that, and then like getting other poodles in line. And I don't know if you've ever tried to get humans in to respond to things that like need to come out at a certain time. So like we mailed out our I guess this is going to be out by now.
Yeah.
So Adrian and I created what's the game called? Taskmaster-esque game for some of our friends. And I was like, oh, it'd be really cool is if we sent them in the mail. And so I printed them out, and I'm trying to send things through the mail. But in order for you to get something on time before we all have to leave for Gen Con, I need things like addresses. Which if you're trying to chase down 1,000 addresses, people aren't I can't imagine getting married and trying to like get more than 3 addresses or 4. Fuck that. Like, absolutely not. So,
That's why you elope now. Just 5 people.
I am always team elope. I will always be team elope. Dear listener, if you're getting married, fucking just elope. Just
Like the
elope.
gazelles.
Just do it.
Antelope.
Yeah. Greater kudu. But anyway, but then there's all these little there's like tiny baby tasks that all have to do with that. And like, I'm getting stuck in these all these little tiny baby tasks. My brain are like, okay, we've got to get through all of this. And then, I also have to prepare for school. And I felt like I was pretty prepared. And then like, I sat in a training today and then just felt nothing but anxiety. But I don't know if the anxiety was because I was around adults who I don't give a fuck about, or if it's because I'm like being reminded that school is about to happen and I don't feel like I'm prepared for school yet, or if like I'm trapped in a room with no sunshine and that's what's making me go crazy, or I'm, because I've been around people all summer, but the people are children. So I'm not being bombarded with zoo questions. I'm being bombarded with dumbass fuckery.
Germs? Oh.
No, germs are fine. Once again, the kids are germy, but they're not that bad. They don't think they still have to go to things. Like, their parents keep them home. My kid threw up, so I'm going to stay home. If I throw up, I'm probably going to go to work. Because we live in a capitalistic hellscape.
And throw up on them.
True
Throw
door.
up. Mm-hmm.
True story.
Yeah. Unless I shit my pants, I'm probably going to go to work.
Just wear brown pants.
No. Never trust a person with brown pants. Is that what we're figuring out?
I mean, if they
Yes.
smell nice, it's fine, I think.
That's true.
You start smelling some evil spirits, and then there's probably something going on.
Oh, man. Yeah, Adrian?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Spaz.
It's okay. So yeah, I'm not working on anything long term, and I think
You've been on a podcast.
I've been on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But really, for that, I feel like I do the same thing I do here. I don't really show up and do anything much other than there's not like planning behind the scenes. It's literally show up and play, which is fine.
I mean, there is planning. I plan with you all the time.
Are we talking about with the kids, or are we talking about with Half Blood Happy Hour?
Well, you said it's like the same thing with here.
Oh, yeah. That's because I'm trying to give myself I'm digging at myself because, you know, if I sit here and I pretend like I'm not.
You did something?
Then I have to.
I remember Half Blood. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one I was on, right?
Were you in Half Blood?
One
Yeah.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like if I, you know.
I made the emo Mexican kid.
I love an emo Mexican kid.
Use like a couple spells to make people's dicks look different.
I was a trickster. It was great. It was really fun.
What a fun way to play D&D.
David didn't want any part of my minigame other than making penis look funny.
I was given no heads up of what to expect, so I went in there and I just played my character.
You were given plenty of heads.
I don't like that phrasing.
You did it. You did it.
You did it.
Beat off a bunch of gods. It was great. Yeah.
How did this become an episode of Dick Jokes?
Hi, welcome to
How
Dick
did it not?
Jokes. This is my co-host David and Alex. How many pies?
How many pies?
How many sausages?
How many sausage pies?
Because pie isn't a dick joke. We had to go back. We had to.
No, pie is not a dick joke.
Oh,
David, if you were to put your hand on a pie, or fingers and pies, and which finger would you start with?
I use a fork.
You would just straight up fork.
No,
You
we
would.
said how if you had to
If
use
you
fingers.
you have to use your fingers. He said no.
He said
I
no.
would just
No.
scoop it.
Scoop it? Would you mix it in your hand? So we've got pies in front of you in different flavors, different varieties. You're telling me if you had to put your hand in every pie that you would just be scooping up these pies and just like mixing it on your hand.
YOLO or whatever.
You look like you're gonna be sick.
I want to die.
Is that even a word people use anymore? Is
No,
that
it's-
even a thing?
You know, I ate a restaurant in Ireland that had like fried chicken and stuff, and it was called Yellow. It was not fried chicken. It was not good. Don't.
Oh.
When you
Try
go,
this shellfish. It's called skibbity.
stop.
Oh. You're bringing up school trauma. Alex has 2 weeks to not think about that, or less than that. But
It's fine. Okay, so you
always
would
gotta
just
teach
shovel.
them
You're
stuff
fine
from
with
when-
just shoveling it. You're just full hands. Just
If I'm using my hands for pies of all things, I gotta assume I'm hungry, and I haven't eaten in days. So yeah, they're gonna mix together anyway.
no.
no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Do you ever
Little
just,
chicken
like,
pot pie, a little cherry pie, little
Well, now you're mixing savory and sweet.
Which
little
can
blood
be
pudding.
good.
I don't know. Is that a pie?
Oh man. Do you ever just realize sometimes that you're just like autistic as fuck and like this is this moment where I'm like, no, I really am getting anxious about it. And it's okay. Like I know it's fun anxious. Like I know we're fun. We're having fun. But like
But-
I kinda wanna die.
Hey, y'all guys ever had ego death? No.
Wow.
When was your last
That'd be one of
ego
our
death?
episodes of just, hey, this is Dungeons and Degrees. We are fucking tripping.
You guys ever been on
brother.
ketamine?
No, we're not going to K-Town. Sounds like a bad
Oh no, I got
trip.
this at an emergency room.
Oh my god.
Jeez Louise.
They give you ketamine in emergency rooms.
I know,
It's
I know.
wild.
Do they?
They can. I mean, it's a medical
Huge
thing.
doses of it. Yeah, I just dislocated my shoulder, and they gave me that shit to knock me out.
Are you okay?
And let me tell you, brothers,
I'm fine. Yeah.
everybody
No.
out there, I did not have ego death. I fought against that shit. I was like, no, I'm me. Fuck you. Fuck you, gremlins.
Just over there with one hand.
Yeah.
How'd you dislocate your shoulder?
It's garish colors, though. It dislocates on random weird things now because I used to be an athletic kid,
Okay.
and that means you do lots of stupid shit, and you grow up to be an older man, and your body don't work no more.
Your body don't work no more.
So enjoy the teen years, everybody, if you're in that age range now, because that goes away. That goes away real quick.
It goes away so fast.
Don't parkour either. It's not worth it. It's
Did you
fun,
parkour?
but it's not worth
Were
it.
you a parkour person?
Yeah.
A person who parkoured.
Person who parkoured?
Jumped on the ones that
Parkour.
parkour. It was great.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually jumped around on stuff and did things, and yeah. I've messed up wrists now. It all catches up.
Jesus.
And I
It's
I
fun,
shake
though,
my
at the
head as
moment.
if I did not do any of those things.
I feel like I didn't do much. I did do planking for a bit. I loved
a
sedentary
good core workout.
activities.
Anybody do backyard wrestling?
Oh god, no.
I did.
On a trampoline.
Part of my mouth is bigger than the other part because it got split and it never healed right.
Jeez. I don't wanna feel that.
Just funny thing is, you don't. It's a thing.
True.
That's you're right. I got stepped on in a mosh pit and they like stepped on my wrist and so now my wrist
See, that
is
sounds
like-
wild to me, a mosh pit. I'm like, ah.
What? I got punched in a mosh pit.
Yeah, I don't mess with those things. I do all the other stuff I just said.
I thought we were just having fun, and this guy fucking decked me. What the fuck? What was I doing the moshing wrong? Oh, you get your feelings hurt that I pushed you after you ran into a crowd? Like, what the fuck?
Your head was in the wrong place. That's all.
Yeah. You were too
You gotta move
too
your head
short.
next time, Adrian.
No.
Call Adrian short. I was surprised when I first met you in person how tall you are.
Thank you. I'm
Me
so tall.
Or Alex?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Alex.
David met me in real life, Adrian. David knows me from
I don't know.
outside
I don't
the
believe
computer
that.
first.
That's not real.
Yeah.
That's not real.
You were an inside computer and then outside computer.
And I was surprised.
Me
I was
too.
Like, oh, shit. I was like, look at this mountain of a man. God.
Yeah, that is true.
Damn.
I am a mountain.
Of a man.
Oh man, I'm a mountain.
I was like, carry me. But I didn't want to say that out loud.
But next time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we don't have to don't put your fucking hair behind your ears, okay? I can just do it if I want to
This
show
is a
my
platonic
athletic
carrying.
prowess.
That's fine. We love platonic men.
What? Yeah. It doesn't even. Why do you have to have platonic? We could just be two guys sitting in a hot tub.
Will they kiss? No, we're not gonna. No.
Will they kiss? I don't know. Probably
My wife wouldn't like that. She'd be real mad.
That's true.
My wife is very tall, too.
She is very tall. not in
It's always...
dear listener, not in that kind of way where I was like, oh my god, no. But listen, I like a tall person, so say less.
I like a Wonder Woman, and I married one.
It's true.
Nice.
It's true.
That's how you do it. You just fucking do it, you know? You just fucking do it.
You'd have to go after like a 6'6" person, Adrian.
Me?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
'cause
you're
D1
tall.
athletes.
I don't know about the athletic, though.
The D1 athletes.
That scared me. Maybe like a wrestler.
That's fine.
They're short. They're my size now. I don't know what you're talking about.
You could put them in any sport.
Mm-hmm.
They could be swimmers. They could be D1 swimmers.
Model store.
Yeah, Model
Clothes.
UN individuals.
They could be the flag.
Like, you be the pole, I'll be the flag. All right, David, where can they find you? Where are we going with this fucking thing?
I don't know. I always I come on here and I know it's not going to be.
You said you're not ready for
I
this
was
part?
so prepared to be professional, but
Oh my god.
Professional. I
And
don't
we
come on here to
switched
be
the title, like,
professional.
3
I come on here to have a
times.
good time.
I did my homework. I was professional. I was like, David's got an EP. We're gonna be professional. He's got to project an image of some sort.
We did not project any type of image today.
No,
I
we
don't
didn't
think
do any of
so.
that. I'm so sorry, David.
Sorry about that, David.
The intent was there.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I'll, like I said, I'll cry later. That's part of my job.
Maybe if the
Professional.
world, every time you come on, maybe if the world would just stop. Just for like 2 minutes and something not happen in our... I just want a precedent time when you come on.
Yeah,
If I could melt the world, I would stop it for you.
Oh, thank you.
I want the one.
Let's stop the world. That's it. You can't sing anymore. It's too much.
I forgot all the rest of the words. I was going to continue and just
You have
all
to
of it
stop.
was,
I love that song.
good luck, babe. My EP. I didn't even say the name of it. It's called Adventure and Odyssey because I wanted something D&D.
It's so good.
And the thing I brought up earlier was the cover's gonna be I'm going for like one of those dark fantasy aesthetic kind of dude facing off against another dude.
It's two dudes.
So
Just two
it's gonna be cool.
facing off
And
each other, doing their
will
best.
they kiss? Oh,
Whatever their best
but
is.
yeah, it should come out October 15th. It's 4-track EP. Hopefully the first in the line of it, but like I just want to get past this and not plan too much in the future. This is just a fun thing. At some point, me and Adrian, the thing I'm helping Adrian out with, is going to come out. It's going to be pretty cool. Look for Alex in the next Star Wars. With
It's just as
noodle
a
fingers.
porg.
Porg with noodle fingers. All lightsabers. They have lightsaber whips now. That's what those are.
Yeah, but it was much more funny when you're trying to be like General Grievous, like at the very top of your stair. Like, listen, if there's one lesson we're taking away from this entire podcast today, it is find a partner in which you can be the most silly with, that will just yes and you. So maybe you guys take a little bit of an improv class together, and then you figure out how to yes and people always, because the most absurd things are just happen in my household, and they're the greatest things that happen.
Bits are the funnest thing in general.
So good.
Yeah. Find people you can do bits with in general. You have a good life.
It's true.
Yeah. This is Shut the Fuck Up with Alex and David.
Thanks for listening.
But yeah. Album coming out. It's gonna be great.
And this has been Adrian and David with What Are You Into? Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Alex, for showing us your noodles.
My extensive Nido collection. Listen, if Nido wants to fucking sponsor anything, you don't have to give us real money. You could just give us... If I could just have an unlimited number of ice cubes, I'd be fine. Honestly, I'd be great. If I could have one in the one little every space, like next to the bed, in the kitchen, in the living room, not in my
by the
car, 'cause-
toilet.
See, that's not sanitary. I'd say in my car, but I live in fucking Texas, and do you know that shit would just
Think it would melt?
I think it would just melt. But yeah.
But then you wouldn't have to pull it anymore. It would just always be that pancake shape.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, Pancake Muldoon album's coming out August 15th. Adventure and Odyssey. You will look out for that. It's going to be great. Use it for TTRPGs. Use it when you play Call of Duty and whatever online. I don't care. It works.
Turn off the professional music.
And turn on my professional music.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
It should be Spotify, I guess. I don't know, at some point. Anyway.
No, it'll be free.
Anyway.
Thank you, David. Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can find us where all social medias are. That's not what I usually say. You can find us where all pods are cast. That makes more sense. Share, listen.
You can cast the pods where we're at.
You can cast a pod. You know, you can cast a pod right at us. And this episode's not going to be out. So we had so much fun at Gen Con. It was the best of times. It was the chaos of times.
Worst of times?
It was the Worcestershire sauce of times.
Hey, people who are listening right now that are from Gen Con,
Worcestershire?
if you can find me before the end of Sunday, I will give you a gift.
What gift?
They'll have to find
He'll
out.
carry you.
Ooh. If you can find Adrian at Gen Con, he will pick you up, spin you around 3 times.
It'll be like those memes where you're like,
And
one
then-
person sees the
and
point
then
of
yeet
view
you.
and just throwing you around.
I love that. What else? You can find us on social media. You can now you can email us. No, you can always email us. Now you can DM us on Twitter.
Well, that and I'm fixing up all the emails from the past because we had fucked that up. And by we, I mean me, because I'm in control of the master list. Sorry.
No, I think I think that one is me, honestly, because I adjusted it because I made it anyways. Dear listener, we love you beyond anything.
If you emailed us and we didn't get to you, our bad email.
Please email us again. That's it. That's the tweet.
The post. It's X now.
They suck
Die.
my
Die,
dick.
die.
What if...
You know, I haven't. This is on the side at the end. I haven't updated my app yet because I don't want X.
That's a long con.
It's a dumpster fire of shit now, and now I feel like I have to use it more than ever, and it's a dumpster fire of shit.
All right, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm the one editing this. Thank you all for listening. Shut up. Thank you all for listening. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
Oh, am I going? Hey, what up? I'm David. Bye.
Bye
Have
bye.
some fun.
Boo, boo, boo.